It's Saturday morning, the first order of business. I'm getting this Trailblazer out front so we can have it ready for delivery, have a customer picking it up at 10 a.m. And then the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to sell that Suburban, because as of now, it did not sell. My appointment actually didn't show up, so she had texted me back and forth and was running late. So the 1 o'clock appointment turned into a 4 o'clock appointment, which turned into like a 5 o'clock appointment. We closed at 6, and then it turned into like her with traffic possibly being here by 5:30. So I was like, listen, if tomorrow makes more sense, just come in tomorrow. She said, that sounds good. I'll be there at 9 a.m. It is, I don't have my watch or my phone. It's like, according to the sun, I would say it's probably about 8:53. That was close. It's 9:30, customer still didn't show. I just gave him a quick call to confirm the appointment, straight to voicemail. I would say that looks about like high noon. I'm gonna say, based on the sun, the time is 11:59. Oh, it's off by a minute. As you can see, it is 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and my Suburban customer and I have had some text messages back and forth. They're not here yet, but they're wondering what time we're open till today, which is 5 o'clock. This here is one of our 2024 2FL Silverados, crew cab, short bed. Nice equipment. The 2FL does have cloth, but it's heated, has the heated wheel, the power seat, the remote start, all that good stuff. I just showed one of my previous customers that, because this morning I got jammed up quick. We had the Trailblazer customer coming in to take delivery. I had a previous customer that leased a Traverse from me looking for a used car, and I had a gentleman that leased a number of cars from me, probably like 5 or 6, come in for a replacement for his Traverse, which is now in its 1 month extension. I think as of Monday, it's 1 month extension. Like, it's due back now. So all that happened at the same exact time. We tripled up, we got everybody's questions answered, and we didn't sell a car yet, but I do think we will sell both of these customers in the coming days. This is currently our last Traverse 3LT premium package with the sunroof. Until we get more in, which are being built, last week and this week, this is the only one that we're gonna have. That customer that was looking at the Silverado has a Traverse, and one of the things that we're doing with customers and what customers are looking for is not just a vehicle that's going to work good for them. Wait, how can I put this? So you got to look at all aspects of the car deal, right? And what you're looking to achieve for your family, because prices are up, and we know that, right? So the question becomes, depending on the car that's ending and who in the family was driving that car, how do you maybe switch cars with different family members based on how they drive to find a more efficient way to get a better payment on a vehicle, right? So if you're trying to hit a payment, because new Traverses are 150 more than what they were in the past. The Chevy Equinox is something that's going to lease out for what a Traverse leased for comparable 3 years ago. So the question kind of becomes, how do you juggle the vehicles in the house and how to best use those vehicles? So for example, if the husband drives, let's say 15,000 miles a year, and the wife drives 10,000 miles a year, and you have one car you own and one car you lease, maybe it makes more sense to lease at lower mileage for the person who drives less, and the other person can take the car they own. Or do you lease a vehicle at the higher mileage that gets better gas mileage, like an Equinox versus Silverado, because in the long run, maybe you'll save more there. So it's just a full thought process on an entire situation, which is what my one customer is doing as we speak. And they may be back later today to make a final decision. My other customer that's looking at the used car, it's actually in our Clifton store. So we're gonna try to get that vehicle here for Monday. I think I might as well move this Suburban out of the way since customer's still not here to look at it. Let's free up the parking spot because we got a lot of customers coming in today. It's been pretty busy. I just had another customer here, kind of like a pop-in. He's not from the area, he's from upstate New York. He was here for some sort of a toy convention, popped in to kind of look at a Trax, which we don't have in stock at the moment. We got more coming in hopefully next week. Then I have another customer that just came in. That was a previous customer of another salesperson here. They came in, they wanted to see the new Trax. Currently we're sold out, but we'll have a couple coming in next week. Sun's out there, it's currently 2:04. Still no word from the Suburban customer. Sal just reached out and called as well. No answer, got to the voicemail. The sun is pretty much set in the sky. It's now behind the tree line. It's 4 o'clock. Still no response from my customer on the Suburban. So I'm gonna call it right now and say that it's safe to say in the final hour that we're open, she's not showing up to buy this vehicle. It kind of makes you wonder how sometimes people are so aggressive in pursuing a vehicle, right? But then don't make the trip to the dealership to actually see it. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, if you did the number she wanted, maybe she would come down. And that's true. Maybe she would have. Again, we weren't taking $3,000 or $2,800 off this car. But I've had numerous times a situation happen where a customer would get the number they wanted, then they come down to look at the vehicle, and when they get here, they're not happy with the vehicle for some reason, and they won't buy it. So it is very important to go see the vehicle. Once you get there, and if you truly like it, then you negotiate your best deal.